Hello everyone! I'm back after a random little break from YouTube. I mean, we'll get into that later. There's not really a crazy reason why I took a break from YouTube, but I'll explain that a little later. Right now, I'm on my way to see my naturopath. So I've been working with my naturopath on and off for a few years, but I really started taking it seriously last summer. I was kind of like, you know what, like I'm done treatment. I just really want to like be my healthiest self. And so I decided to go see him, and through that, we actually learned that I have a really severe hormonal imbalance, which I'm really happy we figured that out because that helped me answer a lot of questions as to like, why am I feeling a certain way? And hormonal imbalance was the answer. We've been working to fix that for like almost a year now, and so finally today I'm going to go see him. We're gonna have a check-in, and I want to repeat a lot of the tests that I've been doing. So I've known about my hormonal imbalance for like quite a while now. I think we figured it out like in September of last year, but the reason I haven't really talked about it either here or on Instagram is because like I myself am just like figuring it out still. Anyone who's had a hormonal imbalance knows like it's really hard to fix it because it's not always obvious like what's going on, because a lot of it is internal, right? So it's not like very like you can't see the changes or like stuff on the outside in most cases. Sometimes you can, but yeah, we've just been working to figure it out, and it's basically like trial and error. Also, like the testing to see whether they're getting better or not is also not the cheapest, so I don't do it very often. So I really do want to share my story on hormonal imbalances because I think it's really important, not only for just like young women, because it's super common nowadays, but also people who have gone through cancer treatment, because that is a huge factor in why I have this hormonal imbalance. And so I want to share more of that. But anyways, I'm about to go see him, run a few more errands, and then I really want to do a little sit down chit chat, kind of catch up on what's been going on in my life. And yeah. Let's chat. So I am done with the naturopath. I got my finger pricked, and then I just went and picked up some food for Biggie, restocking his food. That was a very interesting appointment. Basically it was short and sweet. Like, we are repeating the hormone test that I did, so I'll let you guys know what it is just in case if you're curious. I don't know if they do, like all naturopaths do the same testing. So this is called the Dutch test, and there's probably a few versions of it. This is what I'm doing for my hormone test, so I got this through my naturopath. I'm also doing a food sensitivity test. I think that company is called US Biotech that we're doing the sensitivity test through. Essentially, I just want to like know, because like I guess I kind of know from like what I eat what I'm sensitive to, but I really just kind of want to know more in depth. It's going to check my gut health. It's going to check my like gluten and dairy intolerances that like I think I have just based on how I feel when I eat them. Anything else, I want to know. So we're doing that test as well. I have to wait on the results. So that one's actually blood work. So that's what he did. He pricked my finger and took some blood drops, and he's sending that into a lab. The Dutch test I actually have to do at home, so I have to pee on strips during a certain point in my cycle. So I have to buy a ovulation kind of like tracker, and then I think it's like 5 to 7 days after I finish ovulating or start ovulating, I don't quite remember the details, that I have to pee on a stick at certain points of the day, and then that'll kind of test my hormones for me. And then kind of just went over a few supplements that I'm taking, but we're essentially going to kind of go through the results of those tests and then see where to go from there. I want to do a more in-depth video about my hormones and just explain kind of more in detail. Again, it's like just personal to me and my story, but I think it could definitely help others out there. So I'm going to do that when I think I get the results and I kind of figure out what the next course of action is, and whether what I've been doing for the last little while has actually been working, or whether we kind of have to start from scratch. So that video will come probably in a little while though, just because I want to get that all figured out. Same thing with the food sensitivity. I think it's just going to be kind of cool to know, and then see what might be triggering also other side effects that I'm having of how I feel. I really wanted to go strawberry picking this morning. Like, that was my goal. I woke up because our strawberry season last summer was like basically non-existent. This summer it's really short because last summer we had an extremely dry summer. This summer we've had an extremely wet summer. It's been rainy. It hasn't been very warm and nice, but it was super rainy this morning, and now it's beautiful and sunny. I kind of want to see if I can get out this evening to go strawberry picking. I would love, like, I just love the taste of fresh strawberries and fruits. Like, this is why I need to live somewhere where it's warm all year round, because like farmers markets, fresh produce is just like, that's my thing. I love it so much. So I'm gonna head home, gonna get some more work done, and then I guess we'll kind of see what else the day brings. Okay, let's do a quick catch up, but before we do that, for anyone who missed Biggie, here he is. He's about to turn 3 in a few weeks. I know he doesn't look happy, but I promise he's a happy dog. We have had quite the summer with Biggie. Honestly, I feel like it's been one thing after another. First, oh yeah, see, one thing after another, we're just tired. First, we found out that he had allergies, and luckily we were able to figure those allergies out pretty quickly. He's allergic to chicken, which is great, seeing as like every single dog product has chicken in it. So we completely switched his diet, and now he's all better. And then once he healed from that, we were actually out of the city camping, and we took a really nice long hike, and halfway through the hike, he stuck his nose in the bush. I don't know, he was off the leash, and we don't know if it was poison ivy, if it was like a bee that stung him or a spider that bit him, but his face just completely blew up. I'll put a picture in right here. Luckily, he was fine. We knew how to handle it. And then once we got back from the trip, we noticed he had some sort of a growth on his foot. And so we went to the vet, and that was another thing. And luckily, it's just a little bit of a bump that we can easily get rid of with some medication and time. So that's been biggie for the last little while, and he's gonna turn 3 soon. So hopefully after that, we have no more health problems for the coming months. Anyway, so catch up time. Why did I take a break from YouTube? Honestly, the answer is simple. Nothing crazy happened. It's just my full-time job was just getting super hectic and busy, and it was taking up a lot of my physical and mental energy, and it kind of just became a priority in my life. And so when I had time in the evenings and on the weekends, I really just wanted to be able to relax and to just kind of have a life. So I decided to kind of take a step back from my personal brand, which like had its pros and cons, and I really do miss it. I missed YouTube so much while I was away, and there were so many times that I was like, I just want to go back, and I never really had like a concrete plan of like how I was gonna go back. But this weekend I was like, you know what, I miss it. I'm just gonna pick up a camera and I'm just gonna start, and we'll see where that gets us. So here I am. I feel like lots has changed, but also not a lot has changed since I last vlogged. Let me see here. You saw from my morning routine that I was making myself a matcha. So I actually quit coffee. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I quit drinking coffee for mainly my hormones, but for a few other health reasons, and it has completely changed my life. I feel 1,000,010 times better. I think I'll do a dedicated video on that, because that in itself was a whole experience, and knowing what I know now, there's a lot that I would have done differently. And so I think I'll share that with you guys, just in case you're curious as to why I did it and like how you can do it as well, learning from my mistakes so you don't make the same ones. I did a challenge called the 60 Refresh Challenge. I think I'll also do a video on that. It was basically like my version of 75 Hard. I wanted to do a challenge that was going to challenge me and kind of give me a good routine while I was working, but I think that for me 75 Hard was just not sustainable and doable with my routine, and so I kind of created my own challenge, and my community did it with me on Instagram, so that was a lot of fun. I will talk about that more in another video. What else? Yeah, we've been trying to do little weekend trips, been working a lot. There's definitely like lots of little things that have changed, and hopefully throughout my next few vlogs, they'll kind of come to light and I'll be able to talk about them more. And that will be that. I think for the rest of the day today, I'm just going to finish up some more work. I've been working all afternoon, finish up some more work, go to the gym, get a workout in, take my dog on a WALK. I really wanted to go strawberry picking, but I don't think it's gonna work out today, even though the weather is beautiful. The closest farm is like 30 minutes away, and just don't really have time for that this evening. But maybe next weekend I'll try again. I made this rule with myself recently that every time I go to the gym now, I have to take the stairs. And there's like lots of flights of stairs in between my unit and the gym. And I have to take the stairs down, and I have to take the stairs back up, like no more elevator. Like if I'm going to the gym, why am I taking an elevator? So far, every single day, going down hasn't been bad. Going back up, I've regretted it, and I can tell I'm gonna regret it right now. Regrets. That's not fun.
Hi, cutie. Hi.
You like hanging out on the balcony? Okay, so it got a little too windy outside, and I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't the warmest. So we came inside and we're finishing up our work for the day inside on the couch here, and there's a gorgeous sunset behind me. I don't know if it'll let me, no I can't. But there is a gorgeous sunset behind me, And that is where I'm gonna end off today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm happy to be back. I'm excited to create more content for you guys and to just show you what's been going on in my life and to share more of my story and of my life. But that is it for now. So say it with me. Know yourself, know your body, and until next time.